morning, guys. Welcome to my first vlog here in Miami, in our new house, or our temporary house, whatever you want to call it. For now, we'll call it our temporary house. I just wanted to, like, I don't know, update you guys on what has happened since we left Virginia. This weekend was crazy because we obviously left Virginia. We drove the 14 hours down here. We got in on Saturday night. So yesterday was Sunday. It was really our first day to like be here in the house and unpack and start to get things settled. My parents came over and helped with that, and it was nice to like get the whole family together. My sister came over with Everly. Like, it was wonderful. My heart was so full just to have everyone here, like to be able to invite them to my house and like hang out, and it was great. We went to Target. We got a couple things that we needed, like just to get things organized here. So yesterday was the first day getting settled in. We still have plenty to do around here because it's gonna be a little time of like getting things where I want them to be. Like, the whole reason why we're staying in a temporary house as opposed to like renting a hotel is that like I wanted for things to be as normal as possible for like us, for the kids. Like, we wanted to feel like we weren't living out of suitcases for like a whole month. So that's why we went like the house route and we rented like an Airbnb. So I definitely think that was a good decision. And then we'll be here until we find our new house, God willing. That will be soon, that we can move into a new house. But for the time being, at least for like the next 30 days, we'll be here in this house. So I want to just like make sure that it's comfortable. It's also a little bit stressful because you're staying at a house that is not yours. And this house, I'm going to give you guys a tour. This house, they have it super nice. Like, luckily, there's a lot of things about the house that I like that works for us. Like, it's one story. Like, it's not like the kids can really get up like to no good. Like, I mean, I'm sure they could still do that, but like there's not like a lot of spaces for them to hide. Like, I can kind of see what they're doing, but they have this house super nice. So like a lot of the stuff, I'm like, please don't touch that. Like, Jackson is like moving his little cars and like throwing them into the walls, and I'm like, please don't do that because this is not our house and we have to take care of it like super well. But yeah, I'll give you a little tour because this is where you're gonna see me vlogging for the next at least month. It could be more than that, depending on how long it takes, like I said, to move into our new house. And you're gonna have to forgive the mess because literally there's mess everywhere. But like, look, you see, like they have this house so nice. There's glass tables, which again, my kids are old enough that I can tell them to please avoid the glass table, and they're okay doing it, but hopefully that doesn't shatter at some point. They have like a nice little office desk, which is good. This is like a little dining area, but I'm gonna use this area also for like schooling. So we brought the art cart and stuff for the kids. And when we're doing crafts, yeah. So we have like a lot of the kids' stuff, but like you can see, there's still a lot of stuff in boxes. It's like, I think this is all the kids' toys that we're gonna take out some of them. And then this is like the kitchen area. Again, a mess. Biol, say hello. Say hi. Joe's been watching TV. He's watching some documentary on like jets or something. We did bring the kids' little blue table. So, what? The ship museum?
The jet museum.
Oh, the jet museum?
He saw it, and I was like, we've been there before. He's like, we won't go again.
Yeah, we have seen that actually, that jet at a museum. But they have like this nice little sectional couch here. And then this is the kitchen. So there's some bar stools we can sit at, but I'm glad we brought the kids' little blue table because then that's where they were having their breakfast. And again, like everything's on the floor. Like, we haven't had a lot of time to get everything where it needs to be. But there's a nice little kitchen, and we did like groceries yesterday. I went yesterday and bought like some of the things that we didn't have in the house. Like, I wanted to be able to make Jackson some smoothies, so I got like a little smoothie blender thing. And then I also got like some Tupperware because we don't have any in this house. But they had a lot of like the basics. They had the coffee machine. They have like pots and pans. They have a lot of things set up. So we just added a few things that we brought from home, like my mug. And then over here, like the kids' plates and stuff that we brought from home. So it's like a mix of like their stuff and our stuff, but it's really, really cute. So this is like the main space that we hang out in. And then we also brought the kids' water table. And this area, like the backyard, is not big, but it is nice because it's very quiet. And it's got like the covered roof and it's got fans. So like yesterday when my parents were here and stuff, we got to hang out, and Everly and the kids were able to like play with the water table. And there's not like a lot of space for them to like go and escape to. That backyard space is perfect for me at this point in pregnancy, and like I'm gonna show you guys my belly. I don't know that this is gonna be the best angle. At this point in pregnancy, I'm 25 weeks pregnant, so it's nice because like I can just sit there and the kids are right there and I don't have to like chase after them. But so like it'll be good for the next 30 days. If we were gonna be in this house forever, the backyard is really small. So that's one of the things that we're looking for in terms of a forever house, or you know, the house that we're gonna buy is we do need a little bit more backyard than this. Then you come to the other side of the house and it's a 3-bedroom house, but we're using one of the bedrooms down there as like storage. And then this is the kids' bedroom. So they've both been sleeping in here. And again, they need to clean up their room. Stuff is still in suitcases because I haven't got into everything. I did go yesterday to Target and you see like they had a closet, but there wasn't like a ton of like storage space. So I at the very least went and bought this thing so that I can put some of the kids' clothes and it's not just in a suitcase for the next 30 days, but I still have some organizing to do. And then over here, this is the master. They have it really nice setup, big bed. And then I went already and like put all of my clothes in the dresser, like a nice big TV. And then this is the bathroom. There's a nice big master closet there, but Joe has like a lot of his work stuff in there. And then this is the bathroom. Nice big shower for Joe and I. And then down the hall, there's like a washer dryer. And then down the hall, there's like a kid's bathroom. So this is where I put like all of the kids' stuff. We brought Jackson's potty seat, like all the things like we would at home to make it just usable for us for the next 30 days. Hey Riley, yes. What do you think of the temporary house?
It's really good.
Do you like it?
Yes. And I'm just doing a little craft back here.
You're doing a little craft? Mm-hmm. Okay, what are you gonna do?
Just color and like cut out things.
Color and cut out stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, make sure you're only working on the paper, okay?
Okay, yeah. That's why I put this down.
Oh, that's very good. But you see, I've got like her schoolwork and stuff, so we'll still be able to do lessons. We'll still be able to work on school while we're here and keep the kids entertained. Jackson doesn't need much entertaining. He's literally just been taking his cars and putting them like on the top of the couch over there and moving them from one spot to the next. Yeah, I'm very grateful that we had the opportunity to like have temporary housing as part of like the whole moving situation, because otherwise I would have been a huge pain in the butt. Like Joe's work, I've told you guys this before, but like Joe's work pays for us to be in a temporary house in between finding a new house. So this is pretty much like we didn't have to like dish out money to stay here. So very grateful for it. But at the same time, like it's also a little bit stressful, like I was saying, because this isn't your house, you have kids. Like a lot of the furniture here is like white, and I'm like, dear Lord, please don't let them like ruin anything, or even myself. Like I'm trying to be careful, extra careful. So it's gonna be a little more challenging since there's kids involved. And then the owners of this house, they are like fabulous. Like they definitely take care of their stuff, and like they had everything set up for us when we got here. Really nice, you know, they set us up with the Wi-Fi password. Like clearly they've been doing this for a long time. But they're very also like particular about how they have their stuff. So like in the house rules, like we were reading the house rules yesterday, and it's like, you know, don't wash any dishes by hand, and try to not do too much laundry, and like all of these like things, and like, oh, remove all your makeup before going to bed so you don't stain the pillows. Like this list of like all of these things. So I'm doing the best that I can here. So much so that like with towels, like even towels, they're like, you know, if you dirty the towels or stain the towels, you're gonna be charged a fine, like $50 fine, laundry fine, whatever. So I'm like, forget it, I don't need this stress in my life. So we went to Target yesterday. I bought fresh new towels for myself and for Joe. So like those are the ones that we will be using, so that if I mess them up or I get makeup on them, because like my towels usually are like beige, they're like destroyed from the foundation that I take off and stuff. So I can ruin my own towels. We got like cheap Target towels, and then that way I'm not like stressed about that. But yeah, that's just what yesterday has been. Today we also, like, I'm not gonna have a lot of time to be in the house because we have to, Joe and I have like some documents and stuff that we have to go fill out. So we're gonna go, what's it called? We're gonna go leave the kids with my mom, and then we're gonna go do our stuff. We have to go like find a notary, stuff having to do with the house in Virginia. So we've got some documents we gotta complete. And then hopefully later we'll come back home and I can continue to just unpack boxes and get things settled and like where they need to be so that everything isn't just like this giant mess. But I'm so excited, you guys. I'm excited to be here with you guys and to share like new content and new house content, and even just like in the next month or so in this transition period, share what we're up to. And I'm already just feeling so good about being here. It's honestly, like I was telling Joe, let me find a place to sit down. I was telling Joe earlier this week that it just feels so nice, because you guys know too, you guys have seen like how we've had to like stage the house to get ready for it to sell, and in between the staging and the pictures and the showings and then the house has an offer, we have to leave, like then we've got to pack boxes or get things ready for the movers, set aside stuff for temporary housing. I feel like I have not stopped. Like we also went on the trip not too long ago here to Miami to look for houses. Like we haven't stopped. So I've been exhausted. Joe's been exhausted. So I feel like we can finally just breathe for a minute, even if it is just for 30 days. Like we're here. We can take our time now, you know, somewhat. Like we still have to be out of temporary housing after a while, but we can just kind of like settle and enjoy the fact that we have made it here. And then like little by little, you know, God willing, we will find a house, then we can start moving things little by little. But I finally feel like I have a bit of a break. And on top of that, I do have help now, which is huge. So like I said, we're gonna go to my mom's house today. So just like knowing that I have a bit of help with the kids, I can just slow down for a minute. And I really needed that, because we've been doing all these things to get here. Now we're here. Now I can breathe. So I'm super grateful for that. I have seen all your comments. I have seen all your DMs, and like you guys have been the best and so supportive. But I've seen a lot of the comments that are like, you know, make sure you're resting, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Like I definitely have not been, and I'm feeling it. Last week with the move, like I was just really overwhelmed and tired. And like I even got a DM from somebody that was like, I posted on Instagram stories all last week, like I didn't wear a lick of makeup, like I looked pretty rough, but I know I looked pretty rough. I was still like putting stuff on stories because I don't care. Like you guys see me with no makeup, you guys see me when I'm looking my worst, like whatever, it is what it is. But I literally had someone in my DM saying like, your skin is looking really dull, you're looking really rough, like please take care of yourself. And I was like, thank you, Karen. Like, thank you very much for that assessment of my face. Like, I know it, but like you didn't need to tell me that. So yes, I feel like I can finally breathe. Finally, maybe take care of myself a little bit. Point is, you should never tell somebody that in the DMs. Like, that's pretty rude, okay? Like, tell them maybe, hey, are you doing all right? Are you taking care of yourself? But like, don't tell them that their face is looking dull and lifeless, because that's rude. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. The kids did great in the drive down here, so I'm just glad that they don't have to do a 14-hour like road trip anymore. Like it'll be a very long time, God willing, before we have to do that again. Although poor Joseph tomorrow has to get on a plane 6 a.m. Fly back to Virginia, and he has to go and get my car and drive it back down here. So that was a question that I got a lot from you guys. I got asked like, oh, what are you guys doing with the second car? Like the logistics of how you guys are bringing it down to Miami. And that's what we did. So on Saturday night when we left Virginia, we took Joe's truck and the U-Haul with all of our things. We drove down here, got here on Saturday, and then that like my car still stayed in Virginia because I wasn't gonna drive it by myself at 25 weeks pregnant. Like that was not gonna happen. So he just decided that he would drive us down here, get us settled, and then he'll jump on a flight and then go and do the last 14-hour drive on his own. So poor thing, he is a saint, but obviously that's why I married him, because I love his friggin' face so much. So that is the plan, and then we'll have both of the vehicles here, and then we don't have to worry about it. And yeah, that'll be the last time he sees the Virginia house. Let me see how your painting is coming along.
I have to do the mouth in here though.
Okay, well, it's looking really pretty.
And I used I'll show you what crayons I used for this.
What crayons did you use? Like special ones? Let me see. Oh wow, like the skin tone ones.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, as stocked as the house was, like there were still certain things that we wanted to get at Target. So like we got like a little mop thing, not mop, but like a broom so that we can wipe the crumbs off. Things like that. I showed you already the blender. I also got hangers to hang up the kids' clothes. So I forgot hangers at home. So again, to kind of keep things normal, like could we live out of a suitcase for 30 days? We could. I could just have everything on the floor. I could have things just in suitcases, but I wanted to try to just like have things somewhat normal for myself and for the kids, just to kind of maintain a routine. Like if it was just a week, I would have just left everything in suitcases, left everything in boxes. But since it's gonna be longer term, like I want it to feel like a temporary home. Like that's exactly what it is. So I got hangers and there's a couple more things. Oh, there's a couple things we have to go get today. We're gonna get a bath mat for the kids' tub because the tub is like slippery. So we're gonna get like a bath mat and also like a plug for the bath, like a what do you call it? Like the things that the water can actually fill up in the tub. That's something that this house didn't have. Thankfully, it does have a tub though, because sometimes when we travel, like and we stay at a hotel, the hotel only has a shower. And Jackson last time, when there was just a shower, had a legit meltdown. So I'm glad that there's at least a tub, because that is important with the children. Not impossible, like we still like bathe the kids when there's a shower, but it's obviously easier when there's a tub. So yeah, I hope that you guys are excited to be here in Miami. Oh, you know what happened to us? So we came down, right? We came down, we started driving. We had no clue that there was like this big like flooding situation in Fort Lauderdale, like earlier this week. So we're driving down, my dad texts me and he's like, oh, by the way, get gas like way before you get down in South Florida because there's a gas shortage. We're like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, what do you mean there's a gas shortage? He's like, yeah, I've been driving around for like an hour looking for gas. So no joke, like as we start getting down in South Florida, we obviously filled up gas since my dad had given us a heads up. And because we're preppers, because we're very well prepared for emergency situations, we were actually in the U-Haul, we had brought down our gas gallons. Like we have like these gallons of gas, like these, whatever you call them, like containers of gas that we keep at home for emergencies, for generators, like that's part of our preps. So we had a bunch of gas anyway in the U-Haul that we were transporting down here. So we knew that even in a worst case scenario, we would have gas, hence why we prepare for that. So that was a very like validating point in our prepper journey. But point is, we filled up gas and we got down here and there have been lines like miles long waiting for gas, of like cars lined up waiting for gas. Because apparently what happened is since like Fort Lauderdale got flooded, that's like where the gas people go to like load up the trucks with gas, and they hadn't been able to do that. So then it caused a shortage in South Florida. I'm sure a bunch of people were panicking too, so that doesn't like, you know, help the situation. But yeah, like the first weekend that we're here, it looks like there's a freaking hurricane. It looks like there's shortages and people are going crazy, can't find gas. So that was like a nice little welcome back to Miami. Like great, cannot wait for hurricane season and all of that. But I am happy to be here. I'm happy to be able to bring you guys along, whatever happens, and then, you know, have a new house hopefully soon, have a new baby hopefully soon. Like obviously there's a lot of change going on, but I'm glad that I can bring you guys along with it, and I hope you guys are excited. So if there's anything you want to see while we're here, specific content, things you want me to talk about, whatever it is that you want here on the channel, let me know in the comments, because I obviously want to be able to make that for you guys. Let me see what you made. It's so cute, Mama.
Thanks.
I love it.
I use markers and crayons.
Well, thank you very much for my painting.
Yeah, you can keep it forever.
Oh, I will.
I made a heart nose, heart eyes, and cheeks, and a mouth.
Well, thank you. I love it. I'm so happy that you are here in Florida.
Yeah.
Why are you happy that you're in Florida?
Because I get to see Everly.
Because you get to see Everly? I'm so glad that that is your...
And when we move, we're going to get a cat.
Alright guys, so it is a million years later. It's like past 8 o'clock. We just got back home because we spent the day out and about, and now the kids are asking me for food because of course like they don't eat the whole day, and then the minute they get home, like right before bed, they're like, can we have some snacks? Can we have some food? So I'm preparing Jackson some cheese. Lovely for him. But it was a really good day. We were super productive. We got a bunch of stuff done. We pretty much signed all of the papers for the closing on the house in Virginia. So like we had to go to a pack and ship store where they had like a notary. Do you know what the going rate is over here for a notary? Like for you to sign documents and like have it notarized. We paid $10 per notary, like per signature, like per stamp. So I think we had like 10 pages that had to be notarized, like 10 places where we had to write our signature. So it was $100. So I didn't know that notaries charge that much money. Here, Jackson, look, this is the cheese. So wait a second. I just sliced you cheese. How did you just eat it? He just took the block of cheese and bit it, Joseph.
That is awesome.
Let me see how you ate that cheese. He literally just bit from the block of cheese.
Jackson, good job.
That is not how we do it.
Great.
Look at him.
That's how mice eat it.
How do you eat?
Don't eat that.
What?
But you want to eat like bite.
Okay, you can eat it like that. That's fine. I'll let you eat it like that. That means that you're eating. How is it though? Is it tasty?
Mama did my cheese right here.
Okay, and then you eat your cheese from the block?
That's on my plate.
That's okay. You can put it on your table. So anyway, we got that done, which was great. Here, Jackson, here's your plate. And then we went, what else? We went on a date. We went on our first like day date here in Miami.
Yeah.
So we went to Finca and we had lunch and it was great. We had croquetas and those are the best croquetas.
Mama, can
Yes?
you cut off the edges of my...
Can I cut off the edges of your toast and then open this? Oh, hurry. This is basically what my entire life is like preparing food, preparing snacks, opening snacks, throwing away snacks. Like, I know that I am not alone in that. Here you go, Jackson. Cut off the crust of my food. Oh no, it has a seed. Oh, throw away the seed. Okay, make sure you got it. We've been bugging Joe because the whole reason why he's leaving tomorrow is to go drive my car back from Virginia to here. And we keep telling him like, well, he keeps reminding us like how bad it would suck if he got to Virginia and then forgot the car key here. So like we've set a million alarms on our phones. We've like been trying to remember like to tell him that, hey, you have to pack the car key. Otherwise, you're literally screwed. Like you went over there for nothing. So you got the key?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So yeah, it was a nice day for the kids because we dropped them off at Mimi's house. So they got to play with Everly, they got to hang out. And then we went and did our things and like we had a bunch of like phone calls we had to make. So we did that, signed those papers, sent them back. And so if all goes well, like if everything continues to progress, then that means that we should be closing on our house in Virginia, like on the sale of our home next week. So we're excited about that because again, like it's like gives me anxiety just because I'm thinking of like, God forbid something happens. I just want that to be done with. So then all we have to focus on is like the purchasing of a home here. So that'll be one thing that I'm like really excited about if that happens. And then Joe and I got some time to go have lunch and then we went back to my mom's house and we chilled. Joe had to like a couple other errands that he had to run. So it was a very good day. And there's still gas lines, by the way. Like there were still people now when we were driving back from my mom's house. There were still like lines of people looking for gas. Like it was terrible. But it's so nice now. It's really nice to be able to go to my mom's house, spend time, and then at the end of the night, like go back to a home, go back to a place. And it's really like everything that I've wanted is just to be able to have like some sense of normalcy and like we can go visit Mimi and Papa, we can go have dinner or go have lunch or go say hi and then like come back to our house. And that just feels really nice. And like knowing that we're not that far away is really great. So anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. This was really just to give you guys an update of how we're doing, of where we are, like show you around this house. I showed the house on Instagram today and a bunch of people were like, why can't you just buy this house? And like, this house is so nice. Like this house is very nice, perhaps a little too nice for a bunch of tiny children around, but like it's definitely comfortable. I love it very much. If, like I said, I think I said it earlier in the vlog, like if this house had a bigger yard, perhaps I would consider it. Not that it's even on the market because it's not like for sale. I would consider it, but the fact that it doesn't really have a yard and then there is, I don't think that there's much storage in this house. Like it's 3 bedrooms and that's kind of the issue that we've seen with a lot of the houses that we've been looking at. Like you get tiny yards, no garage, no like 3 bedrooms, no garage. Then it's like, where do you put your stuff? Like you'd have to put a shed in the backyard, but if there's no backyard, you have nowhere to put a shed. Like we have seen so many homes at this point from like Mimi going to showings and like showing us stuff, and then the prices are outrageous. So it's been hard to say the least. So I will keep you guys posted on all of the house hunting, new house situation, keep you posted on that. But I look forward to doing some more vlogs, like just us hanging out at home, like kind of just like the day in the life vlogs, like I would in Virginia, like just here. So that's what our life is gonna look like, just with the occasional, like maybe Mimi comes over, or maybe we go to Mimi's house for a little bit. But this is gonna be like our new routine, just like being at home, doing our thing, catching up on stuff, and then every once in a while going out and visiting people that we know and that we love. So that makes me very happy. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today and watching the video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.